Alright, we're back again. OSG's Napoleon's Last Gamble Quatre scenario. Um, we are starting the coalition. 7 p.m. turn. The coalition does start getting some, hopefully just in time reinforcements. We'll see as the game plays here, because things do not look promising for them. That was not smart. Now I can't get this off. There we go. I'm at the top of the board here. Alright, so get a lot of cavalry here. Just like learning any game, there are, in this case I didn't get rules wrong, I just didn't take advantage of road march, which could have sped up the reinforcements coming in faster, depending on, I mean, there are limitations, so I don't really know, but basically what road march says is that a unit may go into road march. It doesn't cost anything, and if they're traveling on a road, it only costs 1/2 MP. But there are restrictions. The big ones being they can't move through other units in road march. They can't be adjacent to other units in road march. They can't stack with other units in road march. Friendly units that aren't in road march, however, um, they can at least move adjacent to. If they move in an enemy ZOC, they must do a repulse, which probably isn't that good. And to get out of road march, it costs 1 MP. But if they are attacked by the enemy, they immediately drop out of road march too. So that may have helped things. We'll use that for the cavalry reinforcements here. But because of that 1 hex limitation spread out, the first one will come in and do 1/2. The second one will do start already at 1, and this will be 2. Then the third one will 3, and this 4. So that'll limit how far they can go. So let's look at the sequence of play. We are in the command segment. So remove all out of command, and let's hope this unit gets back in command. I have plans for him. So Wellington can place these two, 1, 2, 3, these two in command. All their units are in command now. These units are in command because they're entering. These are the 2 units. There is no Netherlands cavalry headquarters unit on the board. And this unit, I haven't quite figured out. 6 British, and I don't, as far as I know, there is no 6th British commander out here. 3rd British. I didn't check if he's one of the ones. That's 5 British, actually. That's Picton's replacement. But there's nobody left. So, Wellington again must place, in this case, place best in command because he's got a horrible initiative. And we roll for this cavalry unit again. And 1. Okay. Last turn it was out of command. This turn it was in command. So perhaps there's a use for it. So, like I said, so all British units, all coalition units are in command. Everybody can move. At this point, I toyed with having these units come right down the center and attack Kellerman or Ray Lee directly, but when he's in the forest, it kind of limited our options. This unit's out in the open, but I can't really. The best I could probably do is push him back 1 hex, which isn't great. And then they could concentrate again, pincer one of my units perhaps. So I think the other option is, well, this is a threat here, taking our supply source. That's VPs. And we have reinforcements coming next turn here. So instead, I'm going to attempt to extend an attack on the flanks and screen in the center with the cavalry. We'll see if that works. So I'm going to take these units, 1, 2, 3, because I don't feel like messing with Ney and soaking off. And then these 2 units will go with them. Yeah, he's 3rd British. He's in command, but his commander is down here. I'm not going to move the commanders yet to try and figure out what's going on. 1, 2, 3. I don't think this hex is playable, so I'm going to go right here. And our goal is to at least seal off this road to the going to Waterloo with these units. And if I read the retreat before combat, because this cavalry unit has a higher movement factor than this, this unit is unable to retreat before combat. And I'm going to try the same thing down here. I'm going to move this unit here. And then I'm not going to move the commanders, but let's move these units. So that's effectively a 12 to 2, a 6 to 1. There's a good chance I may get an exchange, but I could also potentially eliminate them. Problem with putting artillery in here is they're halved, they don't do anything, and when it's advanced after combat, the artillery is not going with them, and then therefore they're not protected. So I'm going to have to think about this artillery. This unit, I don't have to worry about reaction fire. Well, these units can't even fire, they're in the woods. But he's in the woods too, so they can't bombard him. This is a potential bombard unit. Got 2 here. And I think that's it, which is good. So I've still got this unit up my sleeve, the artillery unit, and I have to screen the center. I don't want to have this unit pincered, so we have to put somebody here. And then we're going to have to put some people here. That's pretty extended. Okay, there's no reason to add to this attack. Nobody can add to this attack. So it's all cavalry down the center. The lead cavalry unit 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Or here. 4 and a half. 5 and a half. 6 or 6. But again, you don't want to. Well, there's a unit with a 7 there, so he could retreat before combat, or he could just assume a defensive position. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this unit could move up here and defend. Like we don't want these units again sweeping and pincering us. This attack, of course, is done to threaten coming around here. This attack is to seal off here. So the question now is how to effectively cover the flanks of these main attack forces so they don't get pincered again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the cavalry's no good in the woods. So the best cavalry, but this is a good cavalry position. Problem is Kellerman can now move down, but nobody can come to this side of him. Alright. Enough talk. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. 5 and a half, which is effectively 6, which means you can move one more hex. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could go all the way here. That's interesting because then those 2 6-4s can advance and he can retreat before combat. Alright, let's move the second guy and he would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 5 and a half, 6 and a half. You're done. Alright. Or this could have moved up. Oh, I'm going to leave it like this. So this is the second unit, so it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I'm not going to move these units yet because they can only get here. So looks like best has to come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not going to retreat before combat. Wow. Well, desperate times. And then these remaining units cannot make it up to an effective defense position. But these are spread out, so we'll see how that attack goes. These cavalry units, so we've already had the guy who didn't have 1 or 2, so they would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Question is where to put this artillery unit. Actually, since he can be bombarded, we'll put him here to help this guy defend against that. Or should he go up here? No, because he's in woods. So that's a good place to be. So we'll do this. This guy's already moved. And I've got 2 leaders to figure out here. I'm going to position my leaders in a second. This guy is the 4th guy in, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And these 2 units are... yeah, it doesn't count with these. So these 2 units, I need to put them in a road march. Gotta go find that counter. Or I could use the label. That's probably... let's do that for now. I know they have to have a... There we go. Well, it's an interesting use of vassal. I'll find the counter later. Alright, so now... Wow, this is really taking chances. Oh wait, no, I don't want this guy, because then he can't do... and I don't want him here. He can't do retreat before. If he's stuck with an artillery unit, he cannot do that. So, I think he was here. So I don't really know. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not going to help anybody up here. 1, 2. He can get into town. So I got to figure him out. Let's move these guys up here. And if I understand this right, they have 6, and they can just use road march at will. So that's a Netherland unit. So I definitely want Wellington, 1, 2, 3, 4, to stay back here. These units, unfortunately, are a mix of the 3rd and the 1st. So that's our 3rd British. And where's our 1st British? And there's our 1st British. And this is hard going to figure out command here. Alright, let's see. So I had to zoom in on these just to see them better. These units are actually all 3rd British. So this guy actually belongs there. 6 British, I don't know who you are. Now I've got to strategically 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy may retreat before combat, so I don't want to put Wellington there, so I need to put Wellington here. 1 up there. Let's see, I can't move the 3, 6, but now I got Cook, who's the 1st British, who is down here. Now that's wow, we're really spreading the cavalry out. We got a cavalry unit over here. He's going to be on his own, actually. Well, Cook will go here. The only unit, and he's 1st British, that 2-4. So, and I don't want to stack him here. And he really won't add anything to the combat here fighting through the woods. So, I don't know, maybe I can put him here. Those units have moved. Again, any strategy would be great. This cavalry, I'm not going to be able to keep him in command, but these units are all here, so they have to be 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can't help him. So perhaps it's better for him to be here. So I'm going to clear the movement. Wow. This is what happens when you get a beginner at the game playing. And then I've got these two units. Let's see, Wellington, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So he's got nobody to command, but this guy, he's got nobody to command. There's no units for them to command. I guess I'll just plop them here. These units are not on the board anymore. Clear the movement there. So these units moved as far as they could, and I've tagged them with road march, although it'd look more exciting with a counter. This unit dropped out of road march. These two dropped out of road march, although they could have stayed in. Well, that's fine. They dropped out of road march, and there's our screen. This is weak. All right, that looks like the move. Let's see if the French have any artillery. 1, 2, 3. So that would be 1.5 down. This would be 0.5, and it's rounded down. So they can't fire at him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They could fire at that unit with a strength of 1, but then the town's in the way. So let's see. Well, the town's in the way for one of them, for sure, and then the other one would be at 0.5 round down. I don't think there's a 0 for that. That's not what I want. Let's see. Less than 1, 7 plus. Yeah, 3 hex range, 1/2. There's no way to get a plus here, so I think that's it. I don't think these artillery, they can't fire on this unit because he's in the woods. Trying to put all this together. Woods hex. Adjacent. No bombardment from or into. Nice. Okay, so, and this unit, okay, so 1, 2, 3. He could fire at him, but then he's 0.5, and then this guy's out of range, and then I'd question, yeah, we can't do that. There's no pluses, so it would be less than 1. You need a +1 to do that. So, hope I'm doing this right. This unit can't fire out, so the only way we got left is him. He's got a 2. So this unit can bombard. He can bombard here. So, and that would be a 2. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah, these units can't get enough on him. Can't bombard him because counter battery. So 1, 2, 3. No, this is a better shot. He's not half, so we're going for a 2. Let's see, that was fun. 2 to 3. So they need a 4, 5, or 6 to mess up this guy's day. They did. Well, they got a shock, or an S, suppressed in the next combat step. So I don't know if that changes their ability to retreat before combat. I'll look for these counters later. There we go. And now it's time for the coalition attack. We've got 12, 13, doesn't really matter. This unit is halved in the woods. We've got a straight 6 to 1 versus this unit. So let's see what happens. 6 to 1, we're okay with an exchange. Are we? 6 to 1 on 5. Are we okay with an exchange? Me and my stupid remarks. Okay, we do have an exchange here. That means this unit is going to be, let me check the rules here on exchange to make sure I do it right. Alright, so the weaker side, which is the French, lose this unit. So I need to put that in the, there it is, French. And this unit is not permanently eliminated, it can retreat. And now the coalition must use 2. I'm just going to look at the flip side of this. I really don't want to do this. Where did it go? I told it to flip. Well, it didn't follow me. Now let's do it. Decrease. No, it doesn't flip. Delete, rotate, change label. Oh, reverse side. 4. Turn it back. So we do have a question here. I can eliminate this unit, but this unit, 2, 3, 4, 5, can certainly swing around the flank. But then I have another artillery unit. I have a lot of artillery that can go driving through here. Well, I need to keep my strength. Yeah, this may be a wrong move, but this unit doesn't have any commander either, so I think we're going to go ahead and eliminate the cavalry unit. If I can just find, I think it's here. Yep, getting better at this. And he was always going to be a command problem. Then the question is, does he want to advance after combat? And the answer is no. So that's done. So now we got the attack up here. 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10 is 13. We've got everybody. That's 3 to 1, but we go to 4 to 1 for combined arms. He's in clear, so it's a straight attack at 4 to 1. Wow, we could get another exchange even. All right, let's see what the dice say. 4 to 1 on 5. Is that 2 5s in a row? And it's a simple DR. We needed a 6. Can't retreat here, can't retreat here. Could retreat into the town, or could retreat back here. He's more of a threat back here, because he can still start looping around. And this 3-7 is going to go here, which pins him. These units don't have to attack, and he's got a greater movement factor, so he can retreat before combat. I believe my assessment is correct. Yeah, he's in a zone of control. He can't move, so that should pin him, hopefully. So hopefully I did everything right. I've done a lot of rules here. I got road march going. I'm going to take away the move, so this is interesting. Not that I think the coalition gained enough victory points, but they are posing a threat here. And it looks like at least they sealed off the road here. Ney doesn't have to attack, but this unit is pinned. So the French mobile units are these all. Don't know why they'd go up the center here. There's no victory points here. Interesting. Strong attacks on the flanks and screening the center. So we'll see what the French do. Coming close to the end too. Let's see. The next turn. Yeah, we've only got 2 turns left. Question is, can the coalition really take these hexes? I don't know, but again, this is a learning game, so the more rules that are exercised, the better. All right, well, thank you for listening, if you were listening, and apologize for my ramblings here, trying to figure this out. I actually had to do this a few times to figure out what I was going to do. A lot of choices, getting a better feel for the game, but I don't know how well my play is. And again, if you are experienced with the game, any rules problems I did, please let me know. Or any strategy decisions and any mispronunciations. I think Ray Lee is correct. Hopefully, if not, let me know. So, again, thanks for listening, and we'll see you during the French phase, second to last turn.